Campaign efforts ramp up with Governor Newsom facing a recall election, and one of those candidates hoping to replace him is in San Diego for an event today. Joining us now, Republican candidate for governor John Cox. Good morning and good to see you.
Good morning, Charlie. Great to be with you.
You decided to run for governor. What was behind your decision?
Well, California is broken, Charlie. We have the highest tax rates in the country. We have the highest poverty rate. Our homelessness has gone out of control. The cost of living is skyrocketing. Housing, water, electricity. Electricity and water are also in shortage and rationed now. We got fires that threaten us. Our crime rate is going up. Frankly, the only thing this government in Sacramento does right is raise taxes because we have this humongous surplus now that we're handing out. But the conditions on the ground, the actual cost of living, the living conditions, the homelessness is just horrendous. It's not being dealt with. And, you know, the pandemic shutdown obviously is a real problem with our businesses being shut and our kids out of school. You know, it's the management, Charlie, and we've had politicians and celebrities as governor. I think it's time to get a business guy who's actually delivered results and, you know, solve problems in the private sector.
That seems like a really long list of problems here in California.
It is.
So if you are elected, what would be some of the things that you are going to address first, your top priorities?
Housing is number one, Charlie, because it's in every other product or service that we buy. If you think about it, the cost of housing is the largest piece of any budget. It's also a big contributor to homelessness. So I'm in the housing business. That's the business I've been in for 35 years. And I know that the cost of building in California is outrageous. We can bring that down to reduce regulation, reduce litigation, speed up approvals, and get people the housing that they can actually afford and live in. That'll have the effect of bringing down the cost of living and taxes, because government is mostly labor, and those labor costs are pushed up by the cost of housing. You know, it doesn't matter, Charlie, if you get a big raise or you get a stimulus check if your housing cost goes up by even more than the raise or the stimulus check. So you got to attack the cost of living, Charlie. That's real important.
Speaking of attacking, Mr. Cox, if I may ask, I know you've generated quite a bit of attention with that bear. We're looking at some of the video that you chose to use in your campaign. You wanted to kick off this whole Meet the Beast campaign, saying that this is the type of leader that we need. I know you've referred to Governor Newsom as a pretty boy. Why the bear?
It symbolizes the fact that we're going to have to be a beast on corruption, on mismanagement, on going after these special interests. Charlie, all of the problems that I talked about don't happen by accident. They happen because interest groups run Sacramento, and we saw that with the French Laundry. That's why that dinner was so important. I know I've been attacked by animal rights groups, and that's fine, you know, but, you know, listen, if they're going to attack me, they ought to really go after Kevin Costner, who had this bear in his show, on TV. It's been in the NFL. It's also been used by Kohler, the plumbing company, to sell its products. What I'm trying to do is draw attention to the fact that we're going to have to tackle these problems head on. And it's going to take a tough businessman to do that. The politicians and the celebrities have failed us so far. We've lost population. We lost a congressional seat. The people of this state, I think, are waking up, and they're feeling that we got to get some better management here. We got to get somebody that's actually going to solve the problems and not just be a pretty face.
Understandably, Mr. Cox, you know that that bear has created a bit of an issue for you. I mean, we have a local animal rescue group here. We've had them on our show many times, lions, tigers, and bears. And they've also invited for you to go out and see what life is like for these animals, just like that bear. Would you be willing to go and talk to them and hear what they have to say? Because, you know, it gets lost in the message. Your policy, when then you have a bear, then we're talking about the bear, not the policies.
Totally. And let me, love animals. So, there's no question. I'm not a hunter. I couldn't imagine killing an animal. So believe me, I believe in animal rights, and I believe in that we should love animals and love people as well. So, listen, I'm happy to do that. But it's a symbolic thing, and it's what you have to do to cut through the layers here in the media a little bit to actually get the message out that I'm a beast when it comes to corruption, when it comes to using money wastefully or inefficiently. In my businesses, Shali, I don't have the luxury of assessing a tax or getting money from the federal government. I don't. I have to meet my payroll every single month. I have to make sure that I don't waste money, that I use it efficiently. I can't afford to overpay people because obviously I'm going to be out of business.
Right.
Well, the trouble with government is it can't go out of business. The trouble with government is that they then throw up their hands and they say, well, we just got to raise taxes or we got to issue more debt. And you know what? That hurts future generations, So I want to make sure that we have the resources for our schools. We have the resources to make sure that we have electricity and water, that we clean up homelessness, that we fix housing. And that's important, that we not waste money when we're doing that, Shali.
Right.
And that's what I'm going to
If
be
I
a
can,
beast
Mr.
about.
Cox, just because our time is
Sure.
limited, Governor Newsom is
Sure.
going to be making a stop in San Diego. We're talking about the stimulus
Great.
plan. Speaking of money
Yes.
and government money, do you feel Californians should get more stimulus money, especially coming out of the pandemic, given what's happening?
There's no question that the money's better off in the pockets of voters and taxpayers than it is in the hands of government. No question about that. But, look at Florida versus California. Our death rate is about the same as Florida, even though they have a much, much older population. So the shutdown here, if you really compare policies, they've been open since last July. Disney World has been open. Disneyland just recently opened. Restaurants have been crushed. Small businesses have been crushed, and our kids have been kept out of school for this long, Shali. I really worry about the long-term effect and the competitiveness of California when you look at these policies. And this is what we have to do. We have to evaluate our leadership in relation to other leaders. And I have to tell you, Florida has been open. By the way, it also runs its government with zero income tax. Now, think about it. It doesn't have Silicon Valley. It doesn't have Hollywood. It doesn't have anywhere near the natural resources or the agriculture or the Hollywood or any of the other big businesses we have in California. Yet they actually run their business, their state, without an income tax. What are we doing wrong? And I think the voters really need to assess that. What's California doing wrong? And I think it's management and leadership, Shali. That's the only conclusion that I think we can reach.
Well, voters are going to get a chance to see you at the campaign rally today. Mr. Cox, we appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thanks, Shali. Thank you. Appreciate it.